I always remember my dad leading us through Advent every Christmas, and that's always made a huge impact on me. Sitting around the wreath on the floor with the whole family, singing hymns and studying the Word. We'd always listen to Christian music in our house. My brothers always introduced me to all kinds of different Christian music, but when it came down to faith, I just felt there wasn't much for me. I kind of lost interest in church. A lot of it was over my head and wasn't connecting with me where I was at. Later in high school, my best friend Chris, saw some of these influences in my life and some of the choices I was making, and he was like, well, why don't you come to my youth group? I went with him, and it was just an amazing experience to be surrounded by kids my own age who were growing in their faith, but still having fun and still dealing with teenage issues and problems. After college, I got the opportunity to go to China, Indonesia, and Africa. And when I was in Africa, I really struggled. I was really just trying to figure out what am I doing with how I'm living and how the world works. I believe what I believe because I've seen God work in my life. He has made things happen that I can only attribute to Him, and He's shown up in ways that there's no other way to describe it. All those ways God has spoken to me, and I can't help but respond. The only way I can see myself becoming a better husband and someday being a better father is to become a better follower of Christ.
My grandma, she used to read us devotions when we would go up to the cottage in Bitely, Michigan. And she prays for everyone in our family every single day. She's the main reason why God was introduced into my life. I know who God is. I know that He exists because because of her. I was a complete mess. And I just felt like I just gave up. I was on a dead-end road to nowhere. Self-destruction, basically. I just didn't care anymore. I didn't care about anything. When I found out I was pregnant with my first son, that's what made me go a different way. God has put so many people in my way. Leandre was one of those people. He was just there out of nowhere, and I feel like God did that for a reason, but I didn't respond to it. My coworker, her name is Natasha. She just basically told me the same thing that Leandre told me. You need God, sweetie. You need healing. I think that's when I started talking to Acacia more about God. One day I just was like, hey, can I come to Madison with you? So I came, and I've never left. I keep coming back. I can't stop coming back. I love this place. Hey, Grandma. I gave my life back to Jesus. I don't think there's words to describe how thankful I am that she was in my life and that she prayed so hard for this to happen. And because this is probably one of the best decisions I've made in my entire life. I just think what I'm doing now is a great start.